What's up everyone, and welcome to another video of the GC channel. I am GC, also known as Joker, and today I'll be talking about the top 10 upcoming movies of 2021. This year is looking already very interesting, but it's gonna get even more interesting because I'm gonna talk about these great upcoming movies, and let's have a look at them, shall we? I got all the information about them right here on my laptop. Let's have a look at them. And we will see what the 2021 cinema has in store for us.
My whole life, I trained to become a guardian of the Dragon Gem. But this world has changed. And its people are divided. Now, to restore peace, I must find the last dragon.
Raya and the Last Dragon. Disney is one of the greatest anime studios of all time. And so, of course, the new Disney movie deserves a spot on our list. And this will follow a young, badass woman on a journey to find the diamond, I think. And with the diamonds she will bring peace to her world, because her world is divided in several different groups and there's not really that much of a peace. But anyway, Disney has made some great action-packed films for sure. And I think this will be kind of like a mix of Moana, The Jungle Book, and maybe also some Frozen thrown in there. So yeah. Raya also looks like a really great, awesome lead character. In my opinion, she actually looks like a way more badass, interesting character than Moana or Elsa. So I think that Raya will bring some new interesting elements to the Disney Empire. This will be a very interesting movie for sure. And I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be a really interesting, funny movie. And the plot may be a little bit cliched, but what movie isn't these days? Come on, this is a movie that's great, right? The trailer looks amazing, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Disney has never let us down, right? Right? Oh shit, I forgot about that project. Oh, and about that one. Oh, please don't show that one. No, that's awful. Okay, I take it back. Disney has disappointed us a lot of times. But they won't do it this time, you guys. They won't. They really won't. This movie will be great. I know it will be.
I get out of here, and I will. There's gonna be carnage.
Venom, let there be carnage. The first Venom movie was one of the most surprising movies of 2018. It was way better than it should have been. It had great action, great comedy, the characters were really great characters, and we can't just wait for a sequel. And it's coming. And it's going to be great. We got the return of our dear comedic duo, Venom and Eddie Brock, and they're going up against one of the most dangerous villains in comic book cinema yet. It is our dear Carnage. He is violent, he is dangerous, he is smart, and he is played by the great Woody Harrelson, one of the best actors of all time. And he will turn this character in one of the most amazing villains in superhero movie history. This movie may not have any Spider-Man in it, but it is still going to be a great movie with a lot of action. Don't miss this one, it will be great. There's gonna be carnage.
The time to fight will come. And when it does, you'll be ready.
Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. There's gonna be a lot of Marvel movies on this list, so get used to it. And we'll follow our first Asian lead in a superhero movie. He is named Shang-Chi and he's a badass karate master. And he's going to face off against the real Mandarin, not the fake one we saw in Iron Man 3. No, this is the real guy, the real deal, and he is dangerous, he is smart, and he's not one you want to mess with. So, watch out. And watch out for this interesting movie because it's gonna blow your minds. Especially since there's gonna be a giant, huge dragon in this movie called Fin Fan Foom. That's right. Fin Fan Foom is appearing in this movie. And it will make this movie so much more interesting and so much more eye-opening. But just wait next year because then there's gonna be a superhero movie that will blow your minds even more. And you know which movie I'm talking about. You know.
Earth will die, and your world will be reborn.
Eternals. Hey, remember Guardians of the Galaxy? That movie was great, right? Well, this movie is gonna be a little bit like that, only then we have a bigger team and there's a little bit less comedy. It's gonna be a little bit more serious, I think. Instead of having no powers at all and just having martial arts and a smart brain, these guys have real superpowers. So, this movie is gonna be great, right? Yeah, it is. It may sound bad from that perspective, but not going to be because it has a great cast. We have Richard Madden from Game of Thrones as the great homosexual hero Icarus. We have Angelina Jolie as Tina, Camille Najimia as Kinko, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, Salma Hayek as Ajax, Brian Tyree Henry as Pestos, Don Lee as Gilgamesh, Leah McHugh as Sprite, and The Walking Dead's Lauren Ridwolf as McCary. That's not all, we also got Kit Harington, also known as the Great Jon Snow, that knows nothing, as the Black Knight, a great guy with a sword. That's right, there's gonna be a guy with a sword in this movie. How special, you guys. Really special. Wow, you have a sword. How cool is that? But anyway, this movie is gonna be great. It may sound a little bit bad, but it's not going to be, you guys. It is an MCU movie. Have you ever seen an MCU movie that sucked? No, I haven't either. So this movie's gonna be great. I know it is.
There are people out there worth saving.
You don't know, do you? I do. The people that are left, they're not the kind of people worth saving.
A Quiet Place Part 2. You've probably seen the first movie, A Quiet Place. It was awesome. It may have been not that scary, but it had some great action in it, and the characters were amazing, and there was some okay acting even though there wasn't that much talking. So it was still a great movie. It was one of the best movies of the year. And this sequel, who has sadly been delayed to the damn coronavirus, is going to be great and maybe even better than the original. And it will be very interesting. We are maybe missing some characters, but that doesn't matter because we still got 3 great characters in this movie who are all played by great actors. And there are way more interesting characters coming into the mix because these 3 heroes will look for more people who are still around in the world after the alien invasion. It looks to be a very promising, maybe more scary action-packed film full of drama and some really great interesting acting performance where you have to be very quiet.
We have to go back to where it all started, so they never do that to anyone again.
We're a family. We fight with you.
You won't win. I've always found it best not to look into the past.
Black Widow. You definitely want a movie about a girl who is a badass from the MCU who has recently died, but is still known as one of the best action female heroes of all time, right? Yeah, We definitely want that right now because it is coming out this year and it's looking really great. The trailer was amazing. We don't just have our dear Black Widow in it. We also have 3 new heroes. We got the great Jelena Belova, played by Florence Pugh, who may be the new Black Widow after our dear Black Widow has sadly died in Endgame. We also got Rachel Weisz as Milena Fosta, and lastly we also got David Harbour, the great actor from Stranger Things, as the Red Guardian. Those are not the only interesting characters who are going to appear in this movie. We also got the amazing looking villain, the Taskmaster, one very dangerous opponent for our dear Black Widow. And we also got the return of Thunderbolt Ross, and maybe, who knows, our dear Tony Stark may appear.
What is it?
You don't know what this is. He's going to kill millions.
If we don't do this, there will be nothing left to save.
No Time to Die. There have been some amazing James Bond movies, and this one may be one of the best of them all. Who knows? Anything could happen in this movie, because it's full of great characters. We got new ones and we got old ones. We got the return of M, Key, Miss Moneypenny, Felix Leader, Madeline, and of course the great Blofeld. They're all returning for this movie and they're joined by a cast of new characters who our dear Bond has to work together with. And those characters are 2 badass new women, Paloma and Naomi, played by Anna Del Morris and Lashana Lynch. These are 2 badass women you don't want to mess with. And they're joined by our great Daniel Craig, our great 007. Rami Malek will star as the smart, terrifying, masked, scarred villain who is really smart and really scary and will be a very dangerous opponent for our heroes. This may be the last James Bond film for Daniel Craig, but it's going to be a great Bond film, full of action, drama, and maybe some comedy thrown in there for good measure. Who knows?
We have plans for you, Peter Parker.
Let me introduce my assistants.
The city is in danger. It needs our help.
All of our help.
Spider-Man 3. And we got a lot of characters appear in this movie. We got Peter Parker, MJ, Ned, Flash, probably Happy, probably Aunt May, Doctor Strange.
I'm Peter, by the way.
Doctor Strange.
Oh, you're using your made-up names. I'm Spider-Man then.
We probably got Tony Stark in some flashbacks. We may even have Mysterio in it. We may even have She-Hulk in it. We also have Matt Murdock's Daredevil. We also have the appearance of 2 other Spider-Mans. And those are the ones from Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield. We also got Emma Stone's Gwen Stacy, Jamie Foxx's Electro, Kristen Dunst's Mary Jane Watson, and lastly, Alfred Molino's Dr. Octopus. Having all these characters appearing in this movie makes clear there's going to be a multiverse. And it may also introduce the great Sinister Six. It's going to be amazing, I know it will be. Spider-Man 3 is looking very interesting for sure. It may not have done yet, but it already got us excited. I'm looking forward to this one for sure. And I hope you guys are too. Let's move forward to number 2.
It's Godzilla.
Godzilla vs. Kong. That's right, this movie is finally happening. Right there we got the great giant monster who can fire weird fire out of his mouth and looks like a giant lizard. And Right there, we got the great giant ape who is strong and very smart. These two will fight each other in battle. It's going to be amazing to watch these two guys on screen because they are both strong and very dangerous in combat. But they're not the only monsters who will appear in this movie. We also got Mega Godzilla in this movie. And whether or not our guys have to team up to defeat this monster is yet unknown. We don't know even how Mechagodzilla will be in it, but he's going to be in it, and it's going to be great. Our dear monsters are also joined by a great cast. We got the return of Haley Bobby Brown and Kyle Chandler, and they are joined by Alexander Skarsgård, Damian Barry, Brian Tyree Henry, Julian Dennison, Rebecca Hall, and way more. And with those great monsters in action, you are gonna freak out. Woo! Alright, let's have a look at some honorable mentions.
He kills.
There's nothing more powerful than the love of family. But you turn that into anger, there's nothing more dangerous.
Maybe this is the end, but we're gonna go out together.
You know I'd ride to the death with you.
Let's get to work.
Good morning, aviators. This is your captain speaking. Today's exercise is dogfighting.
2 versus 1? He's gotta be kidding.
Character is what you are.
Armed and ready.
Armed, yes. But ready, well, we shall see.
Call it luck. Call it karma. I believe that everything happens for a reason.
The Suicide Squad is just a twisted fantasy of characters.
Within each of our characters, there's a certain beauty. Within most of them. Some of them are just pretty crappy through and through.
The Suicide Squad. This will be a reboot slash sequel to the 2016 movie, and it's going to be way better than that movie because that movie was a little bit forgettable. But this movie won't be. This will be funny, action-packed, amazing, and we'll have a lot of great characters in it. We'll have not only the return of Harley Quinn, but also the of Captain Boomerang, Amanda Waller, and Captain Flag. And other than that, we have a lot of new characters. We got the Weasel, we got the Peacemaker, the Finger, Savant, Bloodsport, Blackheart, King Shark, a great big giant shark. Who doesn't want to see that? And too many interesting characters to talk about. But if you really want to know more about these characters, you can always watch my video about every character that will be introduced into the Suicide Squad. And you can also watch my future DCU overview. This big giant cast of heroes will go up against the Cobra organization, a very dangerous organization you don't want to mess with. So watch out, because this movie is going to be amazing, action-packed, and pretty violent. It's going to be R-rated, it's going to be awesome. I know it is. It will be great. And you are not going to forget this movie. It will be way better than the original. And that's all because it's made by the great James Gunn. He is a great director and he has never let us down and he's not going to let us down this time. It's going to be an action-packed, funny, healthy, interesting, great movie you don't want to miss and never going to forget. So, those were all the great upcoming movies of 2021. Tell me down in the comments below which upcoming movie of 2021 you're most excited for. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and see you guys next time.